start this morning with a hymn sing with a few fun hymns. First one is called Woke Up This Morning, and I think it's 153. Is that right? 153? 153. Yeah, number 153, Woke Up This Morning. And Jenny's going to help lead you.
Number 95. There is more love somewhere. 168, One More Step.
Good morning, and welcome to the Community Church of Chapel Hill Unitarian Universalist. I am Sienna Butler, a member of the Worship Associates Ministry. We want to welcome any visitors or newcomers to our church and call attention to the special note for you. Welcome guests and newcomers on the back side of the order of service. After service, please join us for our in-person Sunday social. We also welcome those of you attending online. Lyrics to hymn and all elements of the service may be found on the live stream screen. A complete order of service, including weekly announcements, is available via the link in the Sunday morning email and on the church website. Please join us next week for our congregational meeting after the service. Please turn off or silence any cell phones during our service to maintain a worshipful experience. Whomever you are, whomever you love, however you arrived in this beloved place, you are welcome here. Today's Share the Plate offering will go to benefit an important youth program, the church's Sarah Elizabeth Inch program. It was established in the honor of memory of Sarah Inch. She was a beloved leader in this church and a lifelong Unitarian Universalist who was deeply devoted to the spiritual development of children and youth. The Inch Leadership Program, youth serve on a church ministry team or committee and receive mentoring and guidance to help them develop as leaders. For instance, I'm a worship associate. Others, like Rose Graysmith and Rena Lavender, serve on the board, and Graham Colquist serves on the music committee. Additionally, as part of this program, Inch associates may receive scholarships to participate in leadership development in the Unitarian Universalist Association, as well as attending the General Assembly or the College of Social Justice. Your donation will help fund the next class of Inch Leadership Scholarships. All cash collected will go to the Share the Plate. For checks, please note STP Inch Program Fund in the memo line. Thank you for your generous and ongoing support to the Children's Church's youth. Please rise and body your spirit for opening hymn 118, This Little Light of Mine.
have a full house this morning, so I'm going to encourage people who are in pews, if you could shift towards the center to leave room for people who are standing, that would be very helpful.
Your children are not your children.
They are the sons and daughters and humans of life's longing for itself.
They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you.
You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts.
You may house their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams.
You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you.
For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday.
You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are sent forth.
The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite and bends you with might, that arrows may go swift and far.
Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness.
Now for the chalice lighting. We light this chalice. Oh, 1 second. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open mind. This is the church of the loving heart. And this is the church of the helping hands. And now for the offertory. Tomorrow better, you better me. Oh, yes.
All right. So this is the time for our offertory. Freely have we received of gifts that minister to our needs of body and spirit. Generously and gratefully we return. A portion of this bounty this morning, our offering goes to our Share the Plate for the Sarah Inch Leadership Fund.
We are more we could be, so you should never give up on your hopes and your dreams. You gotta get up, get into it, get it on. To be strong, if we try, we can fly to a whole nother place. All we need is belief and a smile on our face. We can go anywhere we want, any road we decide to take, and we're never too far from tomorrow today. future of far away. No, never the promise of today.
So this is the Rising Up ceremony, which is our annual recognition of the children and youth in our congregation and their growing and transitions. It's really important when there are changes happening in your life that people notice, and even better, that you receive a gift at the time of your transition. And so the way the Rising Up ceremony is that we ask each group who's rising up to come forward, and they receive gifts, and then we clap for them, and we look at them and just enjoy their growing transition. One of the things that we have added to Rising Up is to also recognize people from our congregation who are either going to seminary or who are going to become religious professionals. And before we begin recognizing the youth and children in our congregation, I would like to invite our Jenny Nelson to come forward. Jenny has grown up in this congregation and has risen up many times. She has also been a leader in this congregation. As a youth, she was an inch leader, a worship associate. She was the chair of our campus ministry group for many years. She's led our chalice camp for many years. And she is most belovedly the leader, the past leader of the Rainbow Circle, before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after the pandemic. This past year, she served as the youth coordinator at Eno River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship in Durham. And I am pleased, for those of you who have not already heard on the church news, that Jenny has accepted the position of the Director of Religious Education of the Unitarian Universalist congregation in Providence, Rhode Island. I am really happy for those kids in Providence, Rhode Island. They are so lucky, and we are going to miss you, and you are always going to be home here. And Kat and I are super excited that we get to be your colleagues.
So Jenny, for you, we now have an official gift, which we have given to DREs and religious professionals before you. This is the chalice. If you've had any meeting in any room, you will notice that this is the chalice that we use. So this is yours to take with you, a little piece of your home church in your new place. So you have an official Community Church of Chapel Hill chalice. And we also would like to give you the gift of faith, tending to the spiritual lives of children. Marion gave me this book when I started this work. It is the most important thing that I read to do this, and you are a gift of our faith. So thank you for spreading your gift with others.
So now I would like to welcome to the front any rising kindergartners, people who are leaving Water Circle. If you would come forward, and you can bring your parents if you'd like, we have a gift to give you. I'm very excited about the rising kindergartners who will be joining Water Circle because I get to spend a lot of time with you in the coming years.
So you can come up to the front. You can bring your grown-ups. You can bring your grown-ups if you are first or last today. And Marion is going to present you with the gift. And let's stay up here so that everybody can take a moment to recognize you. And I'll actually not talk while we do this because it's hard to do two things at once. Wonderful, so come stand up front. The rising kindergartners have in their hands a rainbow palette of paint and a watercolor pad because they are moving from Rainbow Circle to Water Circle. And we hope that you will use your gifts from both. All right, we can clap for this group.
All right, we would like to welcome to the front rising sixth graders, people who will be joining the middle school youth program in the fall. Come on up front and stand on the steps so that we can see you. Our middle school program is very exciting. One of the most exciting things about it is that there are donuts every week. The other thing that's exciting about it is that you don't have to be checked in and out by a parent. And you will be joining Neighboring Faiths and Faith in Action next year. And we are really excited that you're here. And the gift that you are receiving is a book called Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul, because that is something that's going to be happening to you, and this is solace. And also you are receiving very exciting Unitarian Universalist stripy socks. So these are our rising sixth graders. Let's clap. All right, you may be seated.
Next, I'd like to invite the rising ninth graders to join us on the stage. If you are leaving eighth grade and rising to ninth grade, please come up here. Marion is going to present you with the traditional gift for ninth graders that have come before you. It is a chalice pendant necklace. They are all the same. But you are not. We are so happy for you to be joining youth programming, and we will see you next year.
It is a great joy for our congregation to be a home for children and youth as they grow. And at Rising Up, we honor our graduating seniors, many of whom are going off to seek their fortunes. And so we want to tell you how much we love you and how when you leave here, there won't be anybody else like you ever here again, and how much we miss you, how proud we are of you, and how much we love you. And that this will always be a place where you are loved, and this will always be a home for you. So would our seniors and their families please come forward? The reason that we invite the families to come forward is that we all know that this moment is something that families do together. Our gifts for our seniors include traditionally a book called Becoming, which is a book of meditations for people who are beginning young adulthood. We also give a chalice. And this year, we are also giving away as a gift the chalice pendants, because these youth were rising up to 9th grade in the pandemic, and they missed getting their gift. And so this is to honor late that transition. After the service, during the Sunday social, there will be a reception to honor our seniors and their families. Please join us.
We invite you to stand in body or in spirit, and please join us in singing hymn number 305 in the gray hymnal, De Colores.
All right, we're going to do all 3 verses in English and then the Spanish.
Oh, the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime with all of its flowers. Oh, the colors, when the sunlight shines out through a rift in the cloud and it showers.
Behold, behold this array of flowers. Children, if you can't see it from where you're sitting, I invite you to stand so you can take a great big gander at all of the flowers up there. Take a look. So many different colors, so many different types, so many different sizes, so many different fragrances, exuberant, lavish, ample, plenteous. A great joy. Once upon a time, you'll have to use your imagination for this. Once upon a time, all of the flowers in the Unitarian Universalist flower ceremony came together for a meeting. The first flower to speak was a sunflower. Now, when different flowers come together for a meeting, the sunflower is often the biggest presence in the room. The sunflower is the biggest flower, the tallest flower. The sunflower is the most eye-catching flower, I think. And the sunflower nods its head with a great deal of gravitas, like it is thinking very wise thoughts. And so, of course, the sunflower is the first to speak. "Friends," the sunflower said, "I have an idea. I think it is time for us as a flower community to rise to our potential together, to become truly majestic. Let us all become sunflowers, as majestic as me. Join me." The other flowers, they were all open-minded, and a lot of them had secretly wished at some point that they could be a sunflower. So the other flowers went off. Some grabbed yellow paint and painted their petals yellow, as bright as the sun. Some constructed sunflower masks and sunflower suits and dressed in sunflower costumes. Some made stilts so they could be taller. Some puffed up their faces as big and as round as possible. Try that with me. Try to puff up your faces. And when all the flowers came together, all the sunflowers, it was fun at first. They went around saying, "Oh, you are so tall. Oh, you are so majestic." But then it got boring really, really quickly. The flowers had nothing to talk about, and soon they grew very sad. Once upon a time, all the flowers in the Unitarian Universalist flower ceremony came together for a meeting. The last time they met, the sunflower had spoken up with a big idea, and it hadn't worked out very well. The flowers were silent this time. That is, until the lily spoke up. The lily, I'll have you know, is the most disciplined of all flowers. It is always very focused, always pointing in just the direction that it wants to point. "Ahem," said the lily. "All of you, you are such a disorganized group of flowers, and that really bothers me. I mean, some of us are going this way, and some of us are going that way. How can we possibly get anything accomplished? Let us all focus on the same thing. Let us all focus in the same direction, the direction that I am focused. My direction." The other flowers, didn't really like being told that they were disorganized and unfocused, but they were willing to give the lilies idea a chance. So all the flowers turned and faced in the same direction. And not only did they face, they all moved in the same direction, trying to show that they were the most disciplined and committed, and the vase that they were in soon began to teeter, and the water began to slosh, and they worried for a moment that they would crash, until some of the flowers turned in the opposite direction and went back to the other side of the vase, and things evened out. And so it goes when flowers get together. They tend to be a group of big thinkers with strong opinions and unusual talents of rhetoric, persuasion, and argument. The flowers also happen to be a good metaphor for community, just in case you were wondering. And this particular array of flowers, exuberant and lavish and ample and plenteous, happens to be a good metaphor for Unitarian Universalist religious community. The first thing I want to say about Unitarian Universalist religious community is that we believe that diversity is a great strength. Not just diversity of shape and size and color, but also diversity of ideas and opinions and interests and perspectives. I remember once trying to explain Unitarian Universalism to someone I met. "So does your church believe in God?" they asked me. "Well," I answered, "some people in the church do and some people in the church don't." "What? You don't all have the same beliefs?" this person asked, perplexed. "Exactly," I said. "Some people in the church believe in God, and some don't, and some aren't sure, and those who do believe in God often have very different images of God, male or female or non-binary or just formless. And some consider themselves Christian, and some consider themselves Jewish, and some consider themselves Buddhist, and some just come for the coffee." And the person who I was talking to said, "Well, that can't possibly work." "Except that it does," I said. "When we cherish our differences and appreciate one another, we become more interesting and exciting than if we all just thought the same thing." So a flower arrangement of all different types and colors and sizes, a community of different perspectives and ideas and experiences and insights and backgrounds. And it isn't just that we are all different, it's that we often face in different directions too. And that's okay. It's actually more than okay, it's necessary. I'm going to be a little bit of a church nerd here. See, in church lingo, what we are called as a church is a program-sized church. Hope I didn't lose anybody yet. What that means is that we're a church with lots and lots and lots of different programs, which is really great. Some programs, we might think of them as these different buckets and vases and holders down there. Some of the programs, like these a couple black buckets there, are really big and involve a lot of people. Religious education for children, for example. Some programs are a lot smaller, and some programs may exist even as a lone rose. Thank you, Marion, for making sure the lone rose happened. They may even decide, I want to switch buckets. But here's the thing. In this bouquet of flowers, we do not have a vase or a bucket big enough to hold all of these flowers together. And even if we did, it would be a very uncomfortable, claustrophobic, and unpleasant experience. And it wouldn't look nearly as amazing with all of the flowers crammed into a single bucket. Just as in a church, we face in different directions towards spiritual practice and worship, towards music, towards the youth group, towards justice work, towards service, towards you the vote, towards socializing and fellowship. Sometimes people would prefer that we all face in the same direction, may even insist that we face in the same direction, but that just isn't possible. The key is to be whichever direction we face as exuberant and joyful as possible. In just a moment, I'm going to invite Jen up here, and Jen is going to do the consecration of flowers. These words were originally written by Norbert Čapek, the Unitarian minister in Prague, when he developed the original flower ceremony about 95 years, more than 100, now actually 101 years ago was when it was developed. And as you listen to Jen consecrate the flowers, you may wonder if Norbert Čapek might have had something more than flowers in mind when he wrote it.
Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessing on these thy messengers of fellowship and love. May they remind us, amid diversity of knowledge and of gifts, to be one in desire and affection and devotion to thy holy will. May they also remind us of the value of comradeship, of doing and sharing alike. May we cherish friendships as one of thy most precious gifts. May we not let awareness of another's talents discourage us or sully our relationship. But may we realize that whatever we can do, great or small, the efforts of all of us are needed to do the work in this world.
So in just a moment, we will begin the flower ceremony. I would like to invite those who are going to be distributing flowers to come up and stand beside the table. Now, how this is going to work is we're going to start with the very first row, and we're going to move to the back and then the balcony, and we will sort of after one group is done, then the next row will stand. And how we're going to flow is we're going to flow down the center aisle, receive your flower, and then circle back around to your seat. Now, here is you may feel like when you come up, I feel like a sunflower, or I know I'm a lily, or I admit to being a lone rose. But all of the flowers are beautiful, so if you do not receive the one that you particularly want, that is okay. Another thing is this is like so much we do in church life, like potlucks and dinners and everything else. Even if you did not bring a flower, you can still take one, and there will be enough, because that is church magic. And with that, I'm going to invite, our musicians are going to play along as we move. So I'm going to invite the first row to stand, and for Jenny and Charlie to lead us off by coming to receive a flower. Friends, it is a rising up tradition, a rising up flower ceremony tradition to conclude the service with singing Love Train. And the words you shall find are inside your order of service. And we invite you to join along with the Rising Up Choir in singing. And we invite you to rise in body or in spirit.
People all over the world, join hands, start a love train. meet you after the day or two. Please don't leave this train at the station, 'cause if you miss it, I feel sorry, sorry for you. People of the world, everybody, join hands, come on, join in, love train, people of the world, don't need no ticket, join hands, don't need no money, it's all a love train, love train, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride. Come on, everybody, join in. Come on, don't need no money to hold the love train. Love train. Come on, everybody, join in. There's a love train. There's a love train. Come on, don't need no ticket. Don't need no money to ride. Everybody, come on, join in. Ride the love train. Come on, everybody, join in. Come on, join in. Go, let the train ride. Come on, ride the train. Don't need no money to ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let's give it up for Sam! That's my boy!
Remain standing in body or spirit. The words for extinguishing the chalice are in your order of service. Please join me if you wish to do so. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Join me in thanking all who contributed to making this service a worshipful experience this morning. Join us in singing Shalom. The words are in your order of service. As you are comfortable, please hold hands with those who are next to you or cross your arms over your heart.